Hello, my name is Stuart Sutton-Jones and I am the head of the Canada office of Lattitude Global Volunteering, and I gather you guys are all coming to Canada and we're looking forward to seeing you. If you're coming to Canada, you know we only have two main types of work placements here in Canada. You're either going to be working in schools as a school assistant, or you're going to be in outdoor education, camp counselor, and so forth. And we are, as you may know, Canada is spectacularly rich in wonderful scenery, wonderful outdoor opportunities, and that, in fact, is the majority type of placement we have here in the country. And our placements stretch from here on the west coast on the Pacific right the way across the country, 4.5 time zones away to the east coast, something like 4,000 kilometers. So our furthest placement is a full day's flight from here, and some of you will be taking that flight after you come to Vancouver. So, what happens when you arrive? You will arrive at Vancouver International Airport and we will meet you. We'll meet you off the plane. We will transfer you to a hostel in downtown Vancouver. So you'll be looked after properly by us and securely met. And you'll spend 2 to 3 days with us, having a relaxing time, but also an informative time. Our job is to make sure that you know what you're doing, how things are going, and what you can expect when you get your placement. But we also want it to be fun. Now, the arrival orientation will be held by us at the local Hostel International, and we'll tell you all about Canada, what you can expect, the things to know about currency, bank accounts, traveling to and from. But in truth, Canada isn't so much different from places like the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and so forth. Developed Commonwealth countries, things work here the same way as they do, broadly speaking, in other parts of the world. So the cultural stretch is not going to be so great. So you'll find your feet very quickly, and the amount of information we're going to give you will concentrate more on the details of the placement rather than the broad brush. You'll be familiar with most of what you need to know even before you arrive here. At the end of the orientation, we'll transfer you to your placement. We'll make sure you get on the right plane, get on the right ferry, as some of you will be going by ferry. Some of you will be picked up in Vancouver. We'll tell you all about that and we'll make all the arrangements safely well in advance so you know what you're doing. For those of you who are going to go to any placement, however, you will expect to have an arrival orientation at the placement. Schools have their own culture, they have their own philosophy and their own rules and regulations. You will therefore be oriented by your schools, similarly with outdoor placements. Outdoor placements, particularly when you're acting as a camp counselor in some, potentially risky activities like swimming, kayaking, canoeing, high ropes, and so forth. You will be trained in all of these, and your skill level will be assessed by your host placement because they have to do this to make sure that you're competent and safe to look after younger kids. So you will have an orientation and you'll be trained in the activities that you're expected to perform in.